Hi everyone, my computer is currently turning on, that's why it's kind of loud, but thank you guys for joining me. Sorry, I'm just trying to make like such a mess because, my eyelashes. Anyway guys, subscribe and hit that like button. I mean, you haven't even heard the channel chapter yet, but it's fine. We're gonna be reading for about like an hour or so I think we'll be able to get a few chapters. Yeah, they're quite long, but I'm hoping to reach chapter like 8 by the end of the night. I was hoping to read for 2 hours, but I had to record for my other YouTube channel, which is linked down below. And I have to edit that still tonight, so we're just pushing this back a little bit. But I'll hopefully read tomorrow, but it won't come out until the next day because we're gonna have like no internet. So that's that. We should just like get into it. Pretty sure there's enough light, guys, so we're fine. Like always, gonna take this off because that's really annoying. We're on chapter 5 of Last Chance Books by Kelsey Rodkey. I think I pronounced her name right. I still haven't looked that up, but like, pretty sure right. So I think it could be pronounced Rodkey or Rodkey. Like, it could have a weird accent to it. I'm not sure, guys. But yeah, let's get right into it. Got these nice lights that make me look all shiny. Okay, guys, I just want to talk, but we should just get into it. So, a little closer. This up a little bit. Yeah, guys, I don't come prepared. Okay, here we go. I wasn't supposed to work until Wednesday, but after the completely awkward welcome home dinner last night over undercooked spaghetti, I'm eager to leave the house, and because two of my coworkers quit, I have the perfect excuse to do so. When I arrive at B&M at noon, half an hour early, because I was that adamant about avoiding Dahlia, I'm stunned to find Jasper on my side of Oak Street, handing out coupons to people walking past B&M. What the heck do you think you're doing? His arm extended a hand to a coupon to a woman in workout clothes, drops, and his head swivels in my direction. Heart-shaped red sunglasses over his eyes. Existing? I obviously mean the coupons. I glare at the stack in his hand, but I can't read what they say. Coupons? What coupons? He moves his hand behind his back and grins at me. The paper in your hands, I grind out, stepping forward and ignoring the little flutter in my gut. It's just leftover feelings, an instinctual and uncontrollable reaction to seeing his smile. Oh, that's just paper. You're just handing out paper to people walking by my bookstore? He tilts his head to the side. Is that a problem? Yes, and you're a problem too. I try to reach behind him, but he slides out of my reach. Give me those! One per person, Madeline. I ram chin first into his clavicle. When I try to grab the paper again, he reaches out to steady me, his coupons flying across the asphalt, but at least it's not me. Sorry, he says, quickly pulling his hands off my arms as soon as I've balanced out. He bends to collect his paper. I rub my chin. You should be sorry about trying to steal our sales. I snatched a coupon wedged under the sole of his sneaker, tearing the corner. It's promoting a BOGO for their used books. Are you guys ever not doing some sort of sale? He straightens, meeting my eyes, I assume behind his glasses. Jealous that you guys can't do the same? You're setting Prologue up for failure by letting customers get used to it. Or are you charging way too much for your used books and it evens out by buying a brand new one anyway? I stuffed the coupon into my dress pocket. What you guys should do is, he raises his eyebrow. Yeah? What? What you should do is, why am I offering advice to the enemy? Move on. I snatched the coupons out of his hand and put them with the other one, moving toward B&M. Stay on your own side of the street. My coupons? The doorknob is under my touch. I glance over my shoulder and smile. I thought they were just bits of paper. I'll recycle them for you. He runs his hand down his thighs, looking around as if he'll find an answer to his problem along the street. Can I please have my coupons back? I'll go to my own side. I'm struck by an idea. You'll stay there permanently unless you want me to come in to be a man. You'll stay there permanently unless you want to come in to B&M and buy a book. He looks from prologue to B&M. What? It's a foolproof plan to keep him away. Sometimes my own genius astounds me. If you want to come over to this side of the road while you're working, you'll buy a book from my store, I say, facing him fully. A woman passes between us, the little boy attached to her hand, talking widely about ice cream. Jasper crosses his arms, waiting to move forward until they clear us. Then the same goes for you. That won't be a problem. He shrugs. We'll see. I'm pretty irresistible. Yeah, well, you're the one over here, and you don't appear to be leaving anytime soon. You have my coupons, he points, as if I can't feel them crumpled into my flowy dress. I feel so ridiculous wearing this. I thought wearing something loose-fitting and cute today would be a good idea, especially after trying to shimmy into some pants that just wouldn't button comfortably. But now I feel ugly and bloated, like the hem is too short and he can see the fat dimples on my thighs. Come and get them if you want them so badly. I pat at my pockets, the paper crumpling inside, and hope you can't hear my heart hammering. His foot slides forward reluctantly, a piece of gravel grinding between the rubber sole of his shoe. He stops. You'd like that, wouldn't you? Because I'm irresistible. His scar recedes into a smirk. My breath stutters, like I just ran any distance, requiring more than 30 seconds of my time. Oh, please. Do we have a deal? The book-buying thing? Yeah, I say, snapping. Keep up. It starts once I agree and I'm on my own side of the street. Sure. He holds out his hand. It's hot, sending goosebumps up my arm. Should we seal it with a kiss? He asks, tapping his smooth cheek to his free hand. Tapping his smooth cheek with his free hand. I hear that's the only way to make things official. I rip my hand away. I hear kicking someone is the real way to make things official. Go to your side of the street. I leave before he can say anything else. My heart clog dancing in my chest. Inside the shop, Zelda poses for a photo with a girl who looks about 12. She has long red braids falling over her back and braces on her teeth. Hey, Mads, Zelda says, spotting me. She turns to the little girl and smiles. Enjoy your books. The girl, with a shopping bag in her braids, swinging, skips out of the store with an older woman. Another fan? I ask, raising my face toward the ceiling fan to cool down. It's so weird, especially when you're young like that. I don't have a G-rated vocabulary. She sits on the counter. Were you reading YA when you were like 10? No, but that girl didn't look that young. My mom didn't want me on YouTube when I was her age. She bites a fingernail covered in chipped lime green polish. Sorry, Rhoda. On occasion, shoppers recognize Zelda from her reviews, the wonder in their voices when they ask, Are you Zelda from Required Reading? Never ceases to amuse me, especially when they want pictures. But sometimes they ask her to sign books she's recommended, which she does not do, understandably. You missed it. Saturday night, Robbie made a list of things he wanted to do on Sunday morning when he came in, and, well, he forgot the list, but he remembered most of what was on it, and actually did the things. Holy crap, old dog, meet new tricks. I stow my bag behind the counter. How many customers have you had so far? 5. Not bad, right? It's not good. Not good enough. Turns out with Dolly in the picture breaking my vow of annoyance toward Astrid was a lot simpler than I expected it to be the day I enacted it. What does pretending I can't hear her or denying her solid eye contact do to save B&M? That's right, nothing. So, before I left this morning, I asked Astrid to get me reports on the last few months' worth of sales and expenses. I think she's hoping to put it off as long as possible. maybe thinking I'll forget I asked for them. But I'm not Robbie. And I'm not Astrid either. I'm going to fight for this win, even if I have to drag her butt to the finish line with me. There's fireflies outside. The store is clean, brightly lit, cheerful. My signs are easy on the eyes, the books are new and old, sometimes loved a little more than others, with funny annotations inside from previous owners. Zelda even has Eliza Doolittle playing quietly through the speakers in the corners of the store. There's nothing that's not appealing in here, unlike Prologue, which is very unappealing ethics and terrible supervisor, which has a very unappealing ethics and a terrible supervisor. We don't need weekly BOGO coupons. We've got everything else. I walk to the front window. It's large enough that I could stand on the wooden shelf and touch the top frame without stretched arms. And it lets in a lot of natural light that shines down on the current book display. The cheapest book is $9, which is a steal, but it's not our cheapest book in the store. And low prices will drive customers in, and if they don't, this might be a lost cause. Or maybe the people are a lost cause. Who doesn't jump at the chance for cheap books? I don't know. I would. I love books. Well, Zelda does her thing, mostly answering YouTube comments and tweets while behind the register. I set up a new display featuring some books, all $5 or less. These books have the most charm, but the least chance of being sold. Astrid and I both know that it's bad business to put any of the will never sell books in the display, so only use I'd pay a quarter books for. I add some under the following signs. How to, for those who don't already know, they should really pack up and leave. And lastly, thanks. I love pain and suffering. Finally, to match the display, I take a dry erase board and design a sign with the following words surrounding a giant prettily written $5. Books and magic, books and doing it, books about people who live in towns they really should consider moving out of because weird things are going down and people are dying. Just leave already, people are dying, you could be next. With some effort, I place a sign outside and come stare to stare with Jasper, who is doing the same outside Prologue. I notice the lack of care in his designing his sign, which just reads buy one get one free, with the last two E's squished against one of the side of the dry erase board, and offer him an acid smile. He could have left off the last word entirely, and people would have gotten the message. I make sure not to tell him this because an ugly sign is not enticing and totally resistible, and therefore it's good for B&M's business. My sign could hang in the bookstore version of Guggenheim. I'm sorry, I don't know. Something wrong? So the ass making me jump? She holds up her hands. Sorry, you were just standing out here. What are you doing? The doors to Prologue slide open and Jasper disappears inside. No, I'm good. I clear my throat, offering Zelda a distracted smile. Nothing. What? Her eyes dart to Prologue, before meeting mine, shutting the door behind her. Our sign looks better. Our store is better. At least we don't have to move on someone else's turf and try to steal their customers with fancy sales. An hour later, when I'm slumped over the counter and trying not to think about returning home to Dahlia, I get a text from Jasper. I read it aloud without meaning to. Your move. Zelda looks over her shoulder from where she was organizing book titles in the non-fiction section to read Hamburger. What? She only managed Hamburger so far, but I know where she's going with it. She's hungry. What? I lock my phone without answering. Content in knowing I have my read recipients on, and Jasper will see that I ignored his message. The butthole texted me. What did he say? Your move, whatever that means. Zelda glances out the window display. Oh, hey, his sign. I follow her gaze, moving toward the window to see it better. It now reads, brand new books with that brand new book smell you won't find anywhere, especially not across the street. That's so unprofessional. She joins me at the window, hands on her hips. But how are we going to stop it? I meet her eyes for A second, barely long enough for an expression to register across either of our faces. Grab our sign. She does, hauling in the sign with a bit of a struggle as I grab the markers and eraser. I wipe the sign clean and we stand in front of it, waiting. What are we going to write? She asks. I don't know. Come on, she urges me, a hand clasp on my elbow. You're smart. You're funny. So are you, so stop pressuring me. I motion toward the back of the store. Go take your break or something. She stops. I'm taking an extra 5 for the attitude. Take an extra 10, I mutter, still staring at the vast emptiness of our sign. By the time she returns 8 minutes later, the only thing I've come up with is, buy books from better-looking employees. Not bad, she says, eyeing it with a tight expression. I just sigh. Just say it. It's stupid. She cringes when I glare at her. You said it. You said to say it. Did you think of anything? No. I got into an argument on Twitter with some troll about something stupid, and now it's this whole thing. Like, he saw in my bio that I say I'm half past dead, and he's all, what's the other half? And he got me there. I updated my bio to reflect this personal truth. My phone buzzes on the counter. Jasper Hamada, today, 1:06 p.m. I'm waiting, Madeline. Okay, don't look if you're older. This is what it actually says. Oh, shoot, I can't even see. Okay. It says it right there, like what his name was on her phone. It's so funny. I decide to just go with it. At least my handwriting is nicer than his. Prologue's sign looks like it was put together in 2 seconds. Most of the letters have form and stick thin. He probably can't hold a marker correctly with those long, slim fingers of his. I place the sign outside. Are we talking about all the employees or just me and you? I type back all before he can point out that between me and him, he'd win. Okay, that might be true. It doesn't hurt any less for him to say what I was thinking. Oh, wait. I type back all before he can point out that between me and him, he'd win. Okay, that might be true. It doesn't hurt any less for him to say what I was thinking. Zelda's a knockout, and you wouldn't stand a chance against her. Facts are facts. I'll only accept defeat this one time. All your employees are better looking. I'm staring at a worker with nose hair down his bottom lip as I type. Ew. I refuse to laugh and instead. Oh, darn it, I laughed. They describe him as so cute. I'm that shallow, okay? I'm on her side, but she still obviously has a crush on him. I mean, come on now, people. Come on. I refuse to laugh and instead ignore the weird feeling in my stomach. Probably too much adrenaline for how little physical activity I'm getting. My body doesn't know how to process it. Don't you have work to be doing? I guess that BOGO isn't bringing in that many customers as you like, huh? I get no response, but I see he's read my message. I peer out the window, hiding behind the revolving book display near the front. I watch as he darts out to his sign, takes it inside, then returns it to the position. A minute later, with new words on it, it now reads, new store, new books, no chance of bird attacks. Right! Okay, I'm laughing. This is so cute. This is getting great, guys. I whip the door open to collect her sign. I don't get it. Zelda says, brow furrowed as she reads prologue sign. Is bird attack a sex thing? What? No! She scrunches her nose. Your face is really red. Are you sure it's not a sex thing? You know I won't judge you. It's just hot out. Not really. Zelda. She reads the look in my eyes and relents. Fine. It's a little hot out. I'll give you that. I grab the marker on my phone. I start writing, Zelda hovering over my shoulder. Whoa, wait, are you really? Yes, I finish writing the words, double-checking my phone screen before placing the sign in our store window, blocking half my cute display. Worth it. Takes 2 minutes for Jasper to come storming into B&M. I hope he brought his wallet. This is so good. Take that down, he says, out of breath and pointing toward the sign. For a terrible time, call 717-555-9080, aka Jasper Hamada's phone number. So good. Dang, girl. Get it. Get it. I pause for a beat, my smile growing. Can I help you, sir? He rolls his eyes. Take that. He charges toward the display, his hands outstretched to rip the dry erase board down, but I cut him off. Zelda watches with wide eyes from behind the register, her eyebrows propped on the corner. Can I help you find something, sir? She smiles cheekily when he ignores her. He keeps his dark eyes on me. I nod toward the bookshelves. We had an agreement. I'll just post yours on our sign then. He heads toward the door. Please do. I love making new friends. I'll let them know about the good deals we have here. He stops his hand on the doorknob. Without turning, he says, take it down now. I'll buy a book. I wait until he moves past the first shelf to take down the dry erase board. I store it behind the counter without erasing the message. I follow him into the stacks, keeping some distance between us, but I'm unable to stop the feeling of being led around with a leash of my own making. After 2 minutes of silence, I ask, seriously, can I help you find something? He pulls a book I've never seen from the how-to section. In the back, he bypasses me without a word, without a glance, and heads to the register. Zelda checks him out, but I stand so close to her that our upper arms touch shoulder to elbow during most of the transaction. Jasper is buying a book called So You Want to Design Clothes? An interesting choice. That'll be $12, please, Zelda says. He feeds a credit card into the reader. As soon as she hands him his receipt, he grabs the book and flees toward the exit. Take down your sign. Take down your sign, I say as he opens the door. He stares at me like he didn't hear me over the chime, but when I open my mouth to repeat the words, he smirks. Why don't you come over and do it yourself? I stand there glaring until he's across the busy street and tucked away inside his evil lair with his very intriguing $12 craft book. Guys, that's the end of chapter 5. Thank you for joining me. I'm just gonna go ahead and read another one like right away because that was really good. I really enjoy these books. Sorry, it's like no, we actually need that. That actually helps a lot. Okay, well, I hope you guys enjoyed that as much as I did. That was super good. This writer, she's like not the writing's a little strange, but I think we're kind of getting into the flow of how she writes, and she chooses a lot of hard word choices that I don't actually know a lot of. But sorry for that if I mispronounce things, but thank you guys for just staying there, staying with me, staying strong together. We're just gonna get right into the next one. So subscribe, tell your friends, come join the family. Okay, guys, and keep it smooth. Keep the groove, find the groove, smile, put a smile on your face, laugh, and just be positive. It's going to be okay. You are worth it. I love you guys. Join the family. Chat for now. Bye.